Hi, everybody. I just wanted to come on. Actually, I didn't want to come on, but I'm being sort of pushed to just sit and hit record. So let's see how this goes. I wanted to just discuss a few different things that I believe are key to our development and our unfoldment into mediumship and being the ambassadors to the spirit world here in the physical world, healing, anything to do with spirit. It's sensitivity, vibration, and awareness. So let's just start with sensitivity. Look, we're all sensitive beings, and we're all sensitives. That's, I believe, what it takes to be that vessel to allow the spirit world to work through us in whatever you choose to do: evidential mediumship, trance mediumship, healing, physical mediumship, so on and so on. But you have to be aware of the sensitivity, and you have to really nurture it. And as sensitive beings, we react a certain way to the external world, to the internal world, to the physical world, to the spirit world. And we need to really understand our reactions. How are we reacting to situations that we're confronted with? A lot of times I find our reactions are embedded in the past, our upbringing, things that we've been told, things that we tell ourselves. I believe that we talk to ourselves in such a way that's so detrimental to our growth that we would never allow anyone else to speak with us that way. So you need to learn to quiet that voice, that mean girl, that mean boy that might be telling you you're not good enough, you amount to nothing, you don't deserve to be seen, you don't deserve to be heard. You need to tell that voice to take a hike, to go away, to take a nap, to go on a walk, just leave you alone. And they will make themselves known. That those voices will always come back, but you need to realize and sort of talk yourself away from it. It has nothing to do with my current situation. It's just the way the mind works. And a lot of times darkness, and I'm talking from experience here, the darkness that you might carry with you is comfortable because you're used to it. But you need to break that pattern. You need to stop that really bad and destructive habit of speaking to yourself in a negative way, because it doesn't help anything. But it takes time. It's a healing process. You have to go through this healing journey to become that clear and pure conduit, that vessel for the spirit world to work through you. Okay. But in terms of your sensitivity, you have to understand that before you can want to speak with spirit or have spirit speak through you, you have to first be sensitive with your own spirit and your own mind and your own reactions. So just allow your sensitivity to grow and sit with yourself. And when these thoughts start popping up, like I said before, not good enough, not worthy, abandonment issues, whatever, you have to try to feel them, feel into them, but then talk to yourself, talk to your spirit and say, you are not that child, or you're not who you were yesterday. You are a pure being of light that has been put here to help the spirit world and help God bring their messages of survival of so-called death, healing, wisdom, counsel into the physical world. You are the ambassador to the spirit world here in the physical realm. And that, as you let that sensitivity start to build on for yourself, you shine light on that darkness, and darkness cannot exist when you shine light on it. So just be sensitive and aware of these issues inside. And like I said, it's a healing journey. The healing process never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. But you have to take that step towards healing yourself to heal others. Okay? So just be aware and be sensitive to your own thoughts and your own feelings, and try to change that mindset. Try to retrain your thought pattern, and you can. It just takes time. All of this takes time, but sensitivity within, sensitivity then without in the physical world, and then the sensitivity to the spirit world. But you have to start to resolve these issues inside, okay? But continuing with sensitivity, our sensitivity, I feel, is how we communicate with the spirit world. So be sensitive to energies, be sensitive to other life, be sensitive to spaces. How does this space make you feel? Train your sensitivity. when you walk into a space, I don't have to tell you because I'm speaking with people who are just like me. If I walk into a room, into a house, into a hotel room, restaurant, whatever, you can right away feel the energy, right? You know, if there had been something bad happen there, or a fight, or just strange energy, we're sensitive. So train yourself to just be aware of your sensitivity within spaces. If a person who might be a bit negative or depressed comes into your energy field, into your aura, feel how they feel to you. Definitely try not to absorb it. You just observe it. You don't want to bring anyone else's energy into your own space, but just be aware. How do they make you feel? How can you train your sensitivity to pick up on this unseen energy that's going back and forth between you and someone else, with spaces with objects too. You can hold objects and just lean with your sensitivity into it, and you can start to pick up residual energy on it for sure. Okay, it's called psychometry, which you can really pick up the energy. You can do it mediumistically too, but you can pick up on the energy that's imprinted on something. You can do this with spaces as well, but just that's how a lot of mediums start in their training, with psychometry, with just allowing your sensitivity to blossom and grow. And then you can start getting information from an object, from a space, from a person. It can go psychically, it can go mediumistically, depending. In the beginning, I don't really think it matters. I think you just want to build your sensitivity. Okay, so like I said, we're all sensitive beings, and I know that the spirit world works through our sensitivity. So don't be afraid of your sensitivity. I think a lot of times the issue is, we all have heard, you're too sensitive, you overthink things, you take things too personally. So being sensitive, it has a negative connotation to it now. So, but it's not, it's a positive thing. You want to be sensitive, but you also want to be aware of what you take in. So like I said before, you want to learn how to observe and not absorb all this energy, but just allow yourself to feel, sit in the quiet, and allow yourself to just sit with your own spirit, sit with your own thoughts, and just be sensitive to them. How does that make you feel? How does that memory make you feel? And how does that affect how you view the external world? So it's all about time. Give yourself the gift of your time, of your patience, basically. It takes time. But sensitivity is a huge part of mediumship, and anything you choose to do with the spirit world, as long as you, like I said, don't absorb other people's energies. You have to figure out a way to block it. I use this term a lot, called compassionate detachment. I find myself to be a compassionate person, but I can't take in everyone's energy. I can't, because I wouldn't be able to do my job. I really wouldn't. So of course I love everybody. I want to love everybody. I want to express love and compassion, but I can't take everyone's energy that's being thrown at me, because I wouldn't be able to function, and I wouldn't be able to do all the things that spirit has planned for me. Okay, so sensitivity, allow your sensitivity to blossom, allow it to grow, and also understand and be sensitive to your own reactions to the external world and also the internal world, and be sensitive to I don't know, it sounds ominous, I don't want to say it like this, but what life has done to you, because life has done things to everybody, but you need to try to shake it off, and you need to heal through it. You need to get through it. You can't, people say, just forget about all that stuff that happened in the past. You can't forget about it. And I find that to be very dismissive. You have to heal through it. You have to move through it. The only way to get to the other side is through it. Okay, so it takes a lot of work. It can be painful, but it's within the fire that the purification comes, and you will make it to the other side. Okay, so sensitivity first within yourself, then sensitivity. You can, like I said, you can do exercises with objects for sure. Psychometry. You can do exercises with other people. You can have like just a friend or a sitter sitting in front of you. It can be like this, it can be in person, and have them think about, close your eyes and just ask them, okay, think about something that brings you joy, something wonderful that has happened to you, something that just makes your heart sing, something fabulous. Close your eyes and just see if you can start to feel this vibration of joy by building your sensitivity, and you will. And then ask them, okay, now think about something that makes you sad, perhaps a death, perhaps, I don't know, just something, everyone's different, but just something in their lives that makes them sad, melancholy, a sad song, I don't know. But, and keep your eyes closed and see if you can start to feel this. How is this feeling of sadness through your sensitivity? How is this different than the feeling before of happiness, of joy? And you start to build your sensitivity. Or you can, you know, have someone give you an object. It could belong to them, it could belong to a loved one that has passed, and just hold it and see how it makes you feel in the beginning. See if you can pick up through your sensitivity, this was a gift. I know this came from a gentleman. You can then stretch out and reach out to the spirit world and see if you can link with the loved one that the object belonged to, for sure. But that comes later. First, just see what the object makes you feel like to build your sensitivity. Or go into spaces that maybe you go into a space or a location that someone knows the history there and you don't, and you walk into a room or whatever and just express, this room makes me feel like this. I know something like blah, blah, blah happened in this room. I know there was sadness. I know there were celebrations in this room. Maybe keep your eyes closed and have them guide you into the room, and then open your eyes and see, and have them tell you, yes, this room is used for celebrations all the time. So it makes sense that you would feel joy and happiness. So great. Or there was, you know, something bad happened in this room, fights, someone passed, I don't know. But just, you just have to allow your sensitivity to build. Slow steps, slow build, okay? Okay, so that's sensitivity, the beginnings of awakening your sensitivity. There's way more you can do with your sensitivity, but let's just start in the beginning. Okay, vibration. Everyone says that the spirit world works on a higher vibration than we do. I believe that. That's my belief as well. So you need to keep your vibration up. You need to keep yourself happy. Not all the time. We're human. We live in the material world. Of course, we're not going to be happy all the time, but you need to start practicing working on your vibration, bringing it up, being kind to yourself. If you're depressed or sad, that's okay. Doesn't mean you're going to be depressed and sad for a long period of time, but we go through phases, we go through moods. It's normal, but it might be part of your healing journey. And like I said before, you want to just be able to move through the healing, feel it, start to heal it, and go through it and make it to the other side whole, happy, and powerful. But all of these things will build your vibration. What else builds your vibration? Gratitude. If you wake up and you're having a pity party and you just feel, you know, sad, or things aren't working out for you, just pick a few things that you feel grateful for. I'm grateful that I woke up today. I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful I can get up and walk. If you can't walk, I'm grateful that I can communicate. I'm grateful that I can hear. I'm grateful that I can see. And if you can't do all of these things, focus on what you can do. But gratitude. I'm grateful that spirit has tapped me to be that voice of theirs in the physical world, to be that ambassador to the spirit world here in the physical realm. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my animals. I'm grateful for the challenges that I have learned to see as opportunities to grow, to allow my spirit to grow. Okay, so vibration up. Quick ways to build your vibration: high vibrational music. Play something that makes you happy. Bring it up. Bring the vibration up. Okay, other things that help your vibration are remembering what we're doing. We're being of service to the spirit world. Once you are aware that we're here to be of service to the spirit world, God, and the physical world, to humanity here in the material realm, the vibration starts to go up. Okay, so raise your vibration, bring your vibration up. When you go into a reading, though I totally understand when you start doing readings, whether in development classes, circles, with strangers, with people you're practicing with, I get it. You start to get nervous. That's normal, and that can bring your vibration down. But leave the ego out of it, that you want to be right, and just be grateful that you're being put in the position that you can practice, that you can hone your abilities, that you can work on your abilities. Of course, you're going to get no's. That's normal. But I talked about no's enough in other videos. But you just don't want to go into a reading immediately feeling fearful, anxious, nervous, because that starts to dampen your vibration. But think, when you go into a reading, think about, my guide's talking to me. Okay, so think about, okay, grandma's coming, and I'm linking with her, I'm blending with her. I've talked about linking and blending in other videos, but I'm blending, and I have her granddaughter, her grandson sitting in front of me. But what I'm very much aware of is the vibration of joy and happiness that she is coming, and I'm allowing her to work through me, and her joy that she's able to speak to her grandchild. She's happy. It's a joyful experience. Mediumship is a joyful experience. And what does joy do? It raises your vibration. Okay. So just try to work on your vibration. Keep it up. No one likes a sad looking medium, okay, or a depressed medium. You need to keep the energy up. And in a way, what you're doing when you learn to keep your energy up and build your vibration and raise it up, is you're making the link, and you're making the communication with the spirit world, your guides, whatever, easier, because you're up and they're up. Okay, so that's a really good way to think about your vibration. You're helping yourself. You're helping yourself, and you're reaching out to the spirit world and saying, help me help you. Help me be that door, that bridge to your loved one sitting in front of me, or help me bring the healing energies through me, from you, to someone coming to me for healing, or whatever you're doing with the spirit world. But just ask them, just let me help you. I'm here to help you. And all of this raises your vibration. Okay. So awareness is the last thing. And this is the tricky one, because I talk to a lot of people about just sit in the presence of spirit, be aware of the spirit influences moving through you. And they're like, well, how do I feel that? I don't feel anything. How do I feel that? And I think a lot of times that reaction is coming, they all want this quick fix. They want to close their eyes and just feel the spirit communicator, the spirit guide. Here they are, talk to me. Oh, how are you? Nice to meet you. My name is Sue, blah, blah, blah. Sue, the spirit guide. It doesn't work like that. It takes time. You have to learn to build your awareness. And this goes back a bit into sensitivity, where you have to allow yourself to expand your awareness, build your awareness, starting from within, from your own spirit. First, you have to be aware of your own spirit, that eternal being of light that's here for a limited amount of time. And I believe we come into this physical world, and we're using this physical body, this meat car, as an instrument, so our spirit can express themselves. Because without the physicality, spirit really has no power here. So you need to just move in to your true essence, your spirit. Go within, get quiet. When you want to build your awareness, you have to move into a passive state, a state to receive, to be receptive, to be perceptive of the presence of the spirit world. So first, before you can start any of that, I believe you really can't do much of this without meditating, without learning how to calm your conscious mind. I don't believe we can completely still our conscious minds. I don't think it's possible, but we can slow down our thoughts. And I use a technique with everyone that works with me where I just try to slow down our thoughts to the point where I can find that space between thoughts. And that, I believe, is the gateway to my subconscious and to my spirit. And I just allow that to expand. I allow that space between thoughts to start to expand, and then my awareness starts to build. So you want to just sit in the presence of your own spirit and just listen to the language of your own spirit. How does your spirit feel to you? It's always going to be positive. It's always going to be powerful. But what does your spirit feel like? It's invincible. It's eternal. It's wise. It's resilient. You can't kill the human spirit. The human spirit cannot be destroyed. When we pass out of the physical realm back home to God and to the spirit world, do we change form? We absolutely change form. But that energy, which is your spirit body changes and goes back to home. You can't destroy energy, it just changes form. So it's resilient, it's powerful. Nothing can touch your spirit. Nothing can harm your spirit. It's self-healing, it's self-powering. Okay, so but move within and really feel the presence of your own spirit. And I mean, how I really started to build my awareness of things, you know, sort of what I talked about with my sensitivity. I started with psychometry, really feeling things. And what is this object when I focus my awareness on it? And when I say focus my awareness or build my awareness, I really feel it's just like this, it's this energy that builds around me. And as it builds, I start to become aware of unseen elements within the physical realm, connected to the upper realm. They're all unseen, but I find that my awareness is sort of like that. It sort of raises the blinder on it from it, so I can start to feel and see and hear things that in my normal state I wouldn't or haven't before. But allow your awareness to just build. Go out into nature. How does nature make you feel? Shift your awareness to the power of nature. To a tree, hug a tree. How many of you hug trees? When you hug a tree, can't you feel the energy of the tree? In a way, you are shifting your awareness to that life force that is running through that tree. How does that make you feel? So think about that. How do your animals make you feel? Shift your awareness to this beautiful life force of your animals, of your pets, that we're basically the guardians of our pets here in the physical realm that choose to come live with us. How do they make you feel? How does their life force feel? Shift your awareness to them. And it's a very slow process, but the more you can do it, I find it's easier to do it within the physical realm first, nature, pets, with sensitivity, how other people feel, how their energy feels to you. It all begins with building your awareness to it. And once you can understand your awareness and how you start to pull in things that you might not have been aware of before, then you sit. Then you can really start going into a quiet space and sitting in the presence of spirit. Come be with me, friends. It's my intention and my desire to sit in the presence of spirit. And once you start feeling, because a lot of times people experience spirit differently. No one's the same. Everyone's unique, thank God. But you can start to feel the presence of spirit coming closer. Sometimes you might feel energy. Sometimes you might get chills, perhaps. Your heart might start to race, but you should be able to shift your awareness so you can kind of understand when a beautiful spirit being is coming close, or a whole bunch of them, and just shift your awareness to them. How do they make you feel? How do they feel? How do they feel? And what are they doing to your own spirit? Your spirit starts to awaken and starts to connect to something that's familiar to it when you sit in the presence of spirit. So just sit in the presence of spirit, set the intention and the desire to sit in the love and the spirit influence of the spiritual realm and the spirit world. And just how does it make you feel? And you'll feel your awareness just start to expand and build and grow. Maybe you'll perceive color. Maybe you'll perceive smells. Maybe you'll perceive they're starting to blend with you, which is great. I've done videos on blending before, but I just want to keep this to awareness, sensitivity, vibration, and awareness. But give it time. Allow it to just build. How does a flower make you feel? Shift your awareness to the light, living flower, probably better, but go outside into a garden and just touch or look at a flower. Shift your awareness to that flower, and you'll start to be aware of the life force that's running through the flower, through anything in nature, through any living thing has a life force running through it. And you might be able to start to perceive visually the life force, which is great. Not everybody, like I said, we're all different, but allow the spirit world to then start developing your awareness. And you'll see, once you do this, what you're doing, I feel, with all three of these things, sensitivity, vibration, and awareness, is you're finding the door, and then you're opening the door. And once you open that door, then it becomes really fun. But it's a lot of work. And once that door is opened, after all this work, you'll see, then they'll start developing you. And then they can really channel their spirit energy to you, and you'll see your development and your unfoldment will start to go up and up and up and up, and you'll really start to have fun with it. It's fun. Mediumship is fun. It's joyful. Fun in a respectful way, of course, but it's important to realize all of these things are steps towards communication with the spirit world. Okay, so sensitivity, important. You can't do without your sensitivity. I do believe, like I said, the spirit world does work through us, through our sensitivity. So you want to build that. Never think that your sensitivity is a bad thing, especially with the spirit world. Vibration up, up, up. Be happy. Be happy. Okay. Remember, practice acts of kindness, compassion, love. Remember, we're being of service. We're here to help the spirit world in the physical realm, and awareness. Okay. Allow yourself to expand your awareness first within your own spirit, then I feel with life forces here in the physical realm, nature, people, animals, and really start to see if you can pick up on the life force, and then sit in the presence of spirit and just allow your awareness to shift to them. Because everyone's always talking about the spirit communicators coming close, they're coming close. But I believe you also have to get closer to them, because it's a partnership. We're in partnership with the spirit world. But how do you get closer to them? You shift your awareness to this beautiful spirit being that's coming to work with you through spirit communication with evidential mediumship, or trance mediumship, or healing, or physical mediumship. It doesn't matter, but you have to learn how to shift your awareness. And it's a muscle. You have to allow yourself to train this muscle. So start small, but keep it up, okay? At the end of the day, you really receive as much as you give. And that goes for effort as well, okay? You get as much as you give, always. The spirit world always shows up when we show up, but you have to do the work, okay? So I hope this video helped. Like I said, it ended up to be way more inspired than I thought it would. I was actually going to talk about something completely different. But anyway, thank you very much. I wish everyone a lovely day, and love to you all. Okay, bye.